Hello everyone, today in the BTW show we will be talking about all those cringy fails and mistakes that some interior designers keep making. Are you one of those who make these mistakes? Watch on to find out more. Yes, I'm sure the reason why you click on this video is to find out whether your design is cringy. But before we begin to explore the world of cringy interior design fails, please help me by hitting and smashing and destroying the subscription button at the bottom right. Thank you. Okay, so number one, please stop making the mistake of sticking marble-looking laminates on your carpentry doors. To explain this further, we need to understand marble a bit more. In real-world situations, designers and architects love to use marble not just on the floor, but also on the wall as wall features. This kind of application is known as highlighted treatment, where we draw the attention of the visitor of the space to look and marvel at the wall feature. In many of the situations, we will use big slabs and use a method of vein matching known as book matching. Book match natural marble and stone is a notoriously expensive product, as the process required to manufacture it is time-consuming, labor-intensive, as well as wasteful. The book matching technique can only be carried out using the finest quality marble, which has defining attributes of clarity and definition, such as the Sacchuaro Venato marble. This marble has a clear white base and a few very pronounced strong brown and grey lines. Due to the colossal expense of book match natural marble and stone, we don't see it very often, hence the rarity and value. Then we have these marble vein laminates. These laminates are essentially a replica of the real thing, and while there is nothing wrong in having laminates that are replicas of the real natural materials like wood grains or stones, it is really cringy when the treatment or application is done wrongly. Let's look at some of these horrendous examples. So what's wrong here is the way these people decided to use the marble laminates on the cabinet's doors. Just think about the logic of this. Typically, a piece of marble is about 25 mm thick. They are heavy and there is no way you can install real marble slabs onto the doors and use them like your regular cabinet doors, because it is just too heavy and impossible for any cabinet hinges to take. The thing about using replica material is to create the sense of believability and not this illogical display of supernatural physics and general ugliness. The other issue is that some designers use these marble laminates and try to fake it till they make it. Now look at this image. As the marble laminate comes in a size of 1.2 meter by 2.4 meter, this wall feature shown here will require more than one piece, and so multiple pieces are needed. The overall result makes the loud-looking veins become repetitive, and in the real world, no natural material ever repeats itself. So this image defies the law of natural world and is just outright unsightly and painful to the eyes. No. By itself, there is absolutely nothing wrong with the material. Just use it in a believable manner. Know the material size and play along those factors to achieve a dignified and realistic look. Another one of those cringy bad idea mistakes is this one. Bad ceilings design. One of my pet peeves is these cowboy fake IDs who, in the spirit of profit, will propose stupid, really ugly false ceiling designs. They may say certain things like artisan value, artistry to fabricate, yada yada, but the reality is they just make the ceiling ugly, distracting, as well as complicated. What's worse is that sometimes when paired with the downlights, the whole ceiling looks messy and overkill. Some other methods the fake IDs would do just for profits is that they would propose the bare minimal amount of false ceiling box ups, like only 300 mm in width. Now when you do this small amount of the false ceiling and install the downlights, the whole compositions look disproportionate. And when you do cutouts for services like aircon blowers, etc., the ratio is off. And this is when it not only looks unplanned, it reflects the lack of budget allocated for this job. My last point, weird TV feature walls and TV consoles. I honestly think that when it comes to designing TV feature walls and consoles, Singapore IDs take the title in being the weirdest. Now, some of these design borders on being weird and whimsical. Some are just plain ridiculous. I think there is this misconception that TV consoles must be symmetrical and balanced looking. While symmetry aesthetics is important, so is proportion and treatment. If you do it wrongly, your TV feature may end up looking like an altar. Then there's this weird slanted, tilted look that designers are experimenting. I mean, seriously, please look at this. How can they be designed by a real designer? There's also the 画蛇添足, adding limbs to a snake design that this group of designers like to do. They add layers, weird forms, lights, and experiment with different types of material, all within the small wall space, just to distract the person from watching TV. No. And of course, this is the irony of the whole design, because designing a TV feature wall is not supposed to make you so distracted that you decide to abandon watching TV altogether. Okay, so some of these are just examples of bad designs that can be mitigated if you do the following. 1. Do more research on materials. If you are going for replica materials, know their characteristics and limitations. If you choose to do a mimic, then make sure that it is a good, realistic, and believable interpretation. Number 2, interior designing a space is always a sum of all things coming together to tell one good story. So do not rush to make the TV console tell one story, or the ceiling design tell another narrative, or the dining feature wall to tell another story. What you will end up with is a noisy and incoherent design that is ugly and a bad investment. I hope you have enjoyed today's sharing. Bad design can be addressed. Do your due diligence and make sure to not be misled by fake IDs. And to the fake IDs, please grow a conscience and learn empathy. If you cannot accept the design yourself, please don't propose it to your clients. Subscribe, leave a comment, and give me a like if you enjoy this content. Thank you, and I'll see you guys real soon. Stay safe. Goodbye. Why? No.